Welcome to Buffalo Beyond the Box Office, where we shine a spotlight on theater and film in Western New York. I'm Norkus.
And I'm Natasha Yurek. The popular Broadway blockbuster Wicked is currently defying gravity here at Chase Performing Arts Center.
The Queen City has turned into the Emerald City, with landmarks lit green to celebrate its multi-week run in Buffalo. The show is also blowing into town just in time for the second Wicked movie premiere, bringing theater goers and film buffs together.
From the stunning sets to the awesome talent, we're showing you the magic that goes into making Wicked every night.
Right now, we are on stage at Shays with none other than Zoe Jensen. She plays Glinda here in Wicked. Zoe, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, my first question for you. Is it true you were her friend? I'm just kidding.
Well, of course.
Well, of course.
Hello.
So for a lot of people may be familiar with the book or the musical adaptation or now the movie. But for those who don't know, at its core, what is Wicked about?
Oh, I think that Wicked is about the power of friendship, the power of what you can do together, the power of doing what's good, or kind of like for Glinda especially, I think her definition of good changes throughout the show. But you see these two girls who are maybe unlikely friends or who are very different come together, and their magic is quite powerful together. And I think it's also the story of just how a friendship can affect the rest of your life, even if it's not there forever.
Well said.
Well, speaking of that, the song For Good is a big one here. It's talking about changing you for the rest of your life. Did this musical do that for you as a young girl?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Wicked is still my favorite musical.
Yeah.
I heard it the first time when I was 10 years old. I begged my parents to take me in Chicago. I got to go for my 11th birthday, and it changed my life when I saw it. I can still remember the perspective that I saw it. I was all the way in the nosebleeds, but I could see the whole thing. I'll never forget seeing the Ozdust Ballroom the first time, Emerald City the first time, seeing Elphaba fly. Oh, it changed my life, and I remember just leaving that show thinking, like, how do they do it? Like, what's the magic behind it all? And I really wanted to be a part of it.
I think so many people have a similar experience. I know I did. That was my first show my grandma ever took me to see on Broadway was Wicked, and I fell in love too. And there's going to be so many people here who come to Shays, some little girls who are seeing this for the first time. They fall in love with Glinda, they fall in love with Elphaba, and just the magic of Oz, right? How special is that for you? You know, knowing that it touched you all those years ago, and now this full circle moment, all these years later, you're doing that for other young girls out there. How special is that?
It is the most special moment. It's such a full circle moment, as you said. Again, like, I understand the impact of this show, and to get to share that with girls or young children, just in general, I think is just so special. And it's kind of a cool time to be in Wicked, I think. With this movie, it's almost a little resurgence. You look out, and if I just look out in the audience a little bit, I can see a little glimmer of sparkle, and I know someone's dressed up as Glinda, or I see a witch's hat, I know someone's dressed up as Elphaba. It's very cool, and you know, it's such a special story to tell, and you know, it's wonderful to get to do theater in New York, but I think it's really special to do theater on tour, because you get to share it with people that don't necessarily get to New York, like me as a kid.
Yeah.
So this is a grand show. It is big in so many ways, and it is technically very difficult. So talk about bringing this universe, this world on tour, and you know, you're carrying, like, I mean, such a huge vocal role.
Yeah.
So talk about that, how you prepare and being a part of this huge production that we see around us.
Well, you're exactly right. It's a huge production, and it takes a village. It takes a whole team, and I think, you know, it is a large responsibility, but I remember all the time that we all play such an important role in it. It's not just me, you know, but I think this has been one of the most collaborative processes that I've ever been a part of. I mean, just even discovering my character, you know, we get to work with the original team, which is really cool. Everything that we do up here is teamwork. I mean, getting into the bubble is teamwork. Getting into the dress is teamwork. Everything is teamwork. So I think what I just focus on preparing to go on for the show is I'm ready to just connect with people, whether it be in the audience or just the people on stage. I come in, while I of course want to be warmed up, I just mainly focus on my spirit being ready to be open to other people.
There have been so many incredible women who have stepped into the role of Glinda and Elphaba, but whether from the very beginning and all through the years. How do you make that role your own while keeping the essence of Glinda, you know, the same, but still kind of making your own touches? How has that been for you, that
That's
journey?
a great question. That, I think, is the fine line when doing such a well-known show, is you want to stick to the top hits, but you also, you know, want to keep it fresh so that people keep coming back. Again, I've been so lucky to work with a team that has kind of helped me find my Glinda. But I think the most important thing is focusing on the story and focusing on the relationship, and however that comes out of my body or, you know, my spirit, I think is the way to have an authentic me show.
So talk about, you kind of touched on this before, but the movie is coming out.
Yeah.
This is after the first one. The second one is coming out. And we've spoken with some people who are like, kids don't even know the story. They've
Yeah.
seen the first half and they're seeing
They don't know how it ends.
It's a plot twist for them. So, you know, talk about the care, and you're carrying this story that for a lot of people is timeless, but for some is brand new. The care of carrying that story for those people and the reactions that you get, you know, with this different kind of dynamic going on.
Yeah, it's been so interesting because the vibe changes in the audience from Act 1 to Act 2. It really does. I feel like maybe the audience is listening a little more in Act 2. I think it really reminds us to take it very seriously and to really, you know, we have a responsibility to carry that story and share it with people that don't necessarily know what happens. I won't give away any spoilers.
Of course.
But wow, the reactions in the audience have been crazy at the end of the show. And you know, we meet people at the stage door and they're like, oh, we didn't know that would happen. I mean, it's so cool to get to share that with people. And what a fun experience right now to kind of, you know, you've got the movie, you've got the musical, you know, you've got the book. Like, you know, it's kind of your own individual experience of receiving that story.
There's so much hype surrounding it, that's
Yes.
for sure. Well, of course, you can't have the pink without the green, right? And you emphasize the, you know, the power of friendship, right? How has it been for you working with Elphaba and kind of creating that chemistry and bringing that to life on stage?
This has been just a dream. Jessie, my Elphaba, and Adelina, our standby, they are dream partners. I have just, you know, throughout my career, I've just been waiting for this moment to just work with someone and collaborate with someone, be so close with someone. Jessie also has a very similar experience of seeing Wicked at a very young age, and you know, we started at the exact same time, and we both knew how special this was for each of us. We've gotten to hold each other's hands along the way. I think we knew from the very beginning that our Zoe and Jessie's friendship was really what was going to anchor our show, so we've been very intentional about just always being close. I go and see her before every show at her dressing room because she's greening.
Yeah.
I have got a little more free time, but you know, we make it a point to connect with each other. It's funny, if you watch the show, we don't have any offstage time together, so we've even made moments of like when she's running past me, like we have a little like, woo, you know, I think we have really, really valued our connection. I think that's what keeps us going, because it's a big show for both of us.
Yeah. All right, so without further ado, Natasha's going to go up in the bubble. Before she does, do you have any advice for her? Any tips?
First time flying.
You know,
Yeah, first time flying.
I would say just take it all in. It's just one of those experiences you can't explain to someone until they've done it. Just when you come out, just make sure to take it all in. It's not scary at all. It's really, really cool. And fun fact, this is the bubble that Kristen Chenoweth used in the Tonys. So take that in.
Now
when
I'm
you're
green
flying.
with envy over
Isn't
here.
it cool? Yes. So enjoy. Just enjoy.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was
Thank
so
you.
lovely to speak with you. We're so lucky to have you in Buffalo.
Enjoy your run here.
Thank
you so much.
We're so happy to be here.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky, let's go ahead and bubble up.
Whoa!
So that's where I start the show.
Wow!
Ready?
Look, it's Glinda!
It's good to see me, isn't it?
Woohoo!
I'm honestly like trying not to cry. It's like really emotional. It's like so emotional.
And you talk to cast members are down here talking to you, and it's pretty cool.
Hello. Let us be glad. Let us be thankful.
In this theater, it's quite dark because it's huge, but depending on the space, you might be able to see some people. I will say one of my favorite parts is coming out and seeing these people realize that I'm coming out. There's always at least one little girl or one person that's like, oh, and that's just the coolest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And then I also get to see my whole cast, which is a nice little intro to the rest of the show.
At Shays talking about Wicked the Musical coming to town, and we're joined by Kelsey Kaufman. She's a swing on the tour. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first question, right off the gate, we're in this beautiful theater. How does it feel being a Buffalo? How do you like the theater?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We all had like a company intro meeting here yesterday, and everyone who came out the door, we were all like, it is just beautiful, like the architecture of it. Like it feels so surreal to be in a place so historic as this and stunning.
It seems like everyone, has some kind of history or connection with Wicked. And I'm curious, maybe what's your connection? What brought you here?
Yeah, Wicked to me is a story of friendship and female friendship and, the ins and outs of all of that and how sometimes that's not as highlighted as sometimes it is in general media. So to me, being a part of the show and joining this was like, oh my gosh, like what a cool thing to be a part of, and to be a part of it now when it's, you walk into Target and it's pink and green, like what a cool time to tell the story and to be a part of it when it's so, inundated in society, which is cool.
Yeah, so let's talk about kind of your journey in theater and dance. I know a little bit about it, obviously.
Yes.
But talk about, I can at least and Jordan and I both did theater too. So talk about the establishment that this show is. Wicked is a blockbuster for Broadway.
Yeah.
So talk about being a part of something so big and so beloved.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Well, fun fact, Natasha and I grew up together dancing, and I got bit pretty early by the bug of I want to do this professionally, and I knew pretty early on that that's what I wanted to do, and I went to college in New York City and I majored in dance at Pace University and was like, okay, this is game on, like let's invest in this, let's go for it. And then about a year post-grad, I auditioned for Wicked. They needed a swing to cover the Broadway company and the tour. Auditioned, and it happened to go my way, which is like, pinch me now. Like that's such a cool thing to have happen, and so early out of school as well, which I feel so grateful for. And then it's now circling back to, getting to do the show in New York and have people see me, and then getting to come out on tour and like see old friends and see family and see, it's kind of the best of both worlds to like do what I love, but then also like have that opportunity to reconnect with like the people who got me here.
And people at home, maybe those who aren't involved with theater, they may not realize the role of a swing, how impressive and challenging it is. Walk us through, for those who don't know, how all the different tracks work, how it works when you're just kind of thrown in, plugged in.
Yeah, so a swing, the best way I like to describe it is, a lot of people are familiar with the job of an understudy. So an understudy covers a principal role. Like Glinda has an understudy, Fiyero, Dillamond, all those main characters. A swing, my job is to play that role and cover the ensemble. So anytime someone is sick, has a dentist appointment, maybe that person in the ensemble who understudies Glinda is on for Glinda, so my job is to then hop into the ensemble in whatever person is out that day, which is fun, and it keeps it fresh and it doesn't get stale, and it's fresh and exciting, and I enjoy it.
And it keeps you sharp.
Yes, yes.
Are there any, big pieces that you were most excited to help bring to life on stage? Any songs or dance numbers that you were most excited to do?
Ooh, we call it the Dancing Through Life sequence. It starts when Fiyero comes to town, and there's a big dance number where we are students at school, and then it transitions into the Ozdust ball. We're dancing in black and white, and that dancing feels so good to do, and it's rare. It lives in this contemporary ballet world, but also like theater and jazz infused, and it's so rare to dance like that in a musical. I'm not eye candy, I'm not, background to it. It's like the dance is so highlighted and so featured that as a dancer born and bred, it's like that scratches the itch. Like that hits for me. But just the magic of it in general. You know, there's so much magic in the show, and then to get to see the inner workings of it and do it, it's really cool.
Yeah, and you're living in that world. You're really immersed in it. And you know, the musical production specifically, there's just so much magic all on one stage between the set itself, the costumes, and seeing that come to life, you know?
Yes.
What is it like for you, you know, being in the world of Oz as a whole, you know, being there and giving that to audiences day in and day out?
It's so cool. And like I was that kid that, you know, Defying Gravity happens and you're like, I want to do that. You know, like I was that kid in the audience, and then now seeing those faces of kids in the audience, especially, you know, folks who have seen part 1 of the movie, don't know what happens in part 2, so our gasps in act 2 are extra loud right now, you know, and it's like, oh, I'm giving that to like little me, you know. It's really cool to do that and see the impact that it has. It's special.
Well, Kelsey, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Break a leg and
you.
enjoy your time in Buffalo.
I will. Staying warm.
Yeah, definitely stay warm. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We are so excited to be back at Shays. You welcomed us with a snowstorm. How could we not be happy to be back in Buffalo? No, we're thrilled because the movie's premiering while we're here, the excitement with that, and just being back in Buffalo. This has been such a great theater town for years. I know Outsiders premiered here a few weeks ago, so we're just happy to be back. I think we can all relate to the Wizard of Oz story. We all grew up with it. Also, it's just like the story of friendship. It's funny. It's 2 very powerful women, and plus the music. Stephen Schwartz wrote such a great score, and it's nice to revisit and come back. It's also, you know, when you come into this building and you see the dragon behind me and the Oz map, you know you're going to go away somewhere for 2.5 hours. We're going to transport you to Oz, and it's unlike the movie. We do it right in front of your face. So we have all the stage magic. I love movie magic, but ours is right in front of you, and we get to do it in one night.
You mentioned all the technical magic. That's such a huge aspect of the show. This is a show that travels all around the country, really all around the world, right? How do you adapt to each theater? Because every stage, every theater is different.
You know, Wicked is the same here as you'll see in Schenectady, as you'll see in Hawaii. We don't change anything when we move. It's the backstage that tends to be different in the various theaters. This theater, the history of this theater, so to play this building is so amazing for us. And it's nice to take Wicked across the country because, you know, we're cheaper than New York, let's put it that way. And it's just nice to come and see a big Broadway show in your backyard. The cast has changed. We had our principals, the leads have been with us since May. But we have, our wizard is Blake Hammond, and Buffalo audiences will probably remember him from Something Rotten, for Addams Family, from Hairspray. He's a tour veteran. And then the 2 witches, Jessie and Zoe, have traveled with Six and Hamilton. Like, we've got a huge array of talent on that stage. I mean, everyone is just pretty remarkable. They're young and talented, and they're just eager to be here.
And specifically, you know, Elphaba and Glinda, those are 2 iconic characters in all of musical theater, right? How special with you, you know, touring with this show, being a part of the Wicked world, to see so much great talent step into those 2 roles in particular?
It's to see what's happened with the women who have played those roles go on to great success, whether it be on stage or on film, and just it's kind of launched their careers. So I shouldn't say launch, because both Jessie and Zoe have had a very good career. Jessie was on Pretty Woman, and just they do all sorts of things, but to have them on stage, and those 2 women, they get along famously. I mean, they may play enemies on stage for a bit, but they're just wonderful backstage.
Whether people are familiar with the book, maybe the original Broadway production or the movie now, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe they're seeing it for the first time. What do you hope when people come see this show at Shays, what they take away from it?
I just hope that, that's a really hard question to answer. There's so much I want them to come away with. But I just want them to be able to have a great time and enjoy it with their friends and family, and to just sit back and relax and just be transported for 2.5 hours and just have a great time. That's really what I want. And I want them to tell their friends to come see Wicked. I mean, a lot of people have seen us But again, I think that time has passed since we've been here, and even someone like me who's been with this show for so long, there are new things that you see when you see this show on repeated viewings that you may not have seen before. I mean, the first time you see the show, it's a big musical. We've got, $2 million worth of costumes. We've got a huge $11 million set, and it's just enormous. But there's small moments in our show as well that are so intimately crafted, and it's so nice to see that you may not have seen it in the first time because you're paying attention to the story and you're seeing a green girl run across stage. So I've been with the show for 20 years, which is remarkable in itself. And Wicked has always been successful, but I think that the movies kind of opened it up to a newer audience, people that don't necessarily go see theater. So we've had people for the last year come in to see how it ends. Like they only saw part one, and so they've come to see how it ends before the movie comes out. And other people have left at intermission saying they don't want to spoil the movie, which I find interesting, but that's their choice. And I think that a lot of it is skewed a little bit younger because the movie has now, we've seen a lot of smaller children come to the show, which is so adorable. There's so many Glindas and Elphabas that show up to see the show, and my 4-year-old great niece is doing toss in a video for me. So it's hitting more people. I'm from a rural area of Iowa, so it's hitting all the rural areas of the country. So it's more exposure, which is great.
Who are you dressed up as?
Glinda.
Do you like Glinda?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us about your outfit. Is it pink and sparkly?
Yeah. And bubbles on it.
There's bubbles on here.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Look at beautiful. And I see you have a magic wand.
Yeah.
Because my mom bought it for me for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
This was her Halloween costume, so it worked out perfect that we were here tonight.
So I see you have the Alphaba green. You have the Glinda pink. Let's see your wand. Show us your wand. That's perfect.
Well, I found these sweaters on Amazon, and I thought it would be a really cute idea because she just had twins, and they were Glinda and Elphaba for Halloween. They were. That's so cute. And I said, you should wear this for Halloween, and then we can wear it when we see Wicked together. Yeah. And I did green eyeshadow, and Shayna, because she is the Elphaba, or I'm the Elphaba to her Glinda.
Well, I told my mom I wanted to be Glinda and have her be Elphaba, and then she was like, I have nothing in emerald green, so she had plenty of pink, and my friend I texted, I said, do you have anything green? She said, you're going to Wicked, I have a perfect dress for you to wear for Christmas that she bought. So I went over to her house, and it fit perfectly.
Perfect.
So we just decided to color coordinate, and I'm Elphaba tonight, and she's Glinda.
So are you familiar with the story of Wicked? Have you seen the show or just the movie?
I've seen the show, the movie, read the book.
Big fans.
I saw the show probably 10 years ago, but I've seen the movie 3 or 4 times. The first half.
Yeah. So what are you most looking forward to tonight then?
Oh, Defying Gravity. Thank you.
Defying Gravity, song-wise, and One Short Day. One Short Day is one of my favorite
She's going to
songs.
cry the whole time.
I will be crying.
Happy tears. Happy tears. What are you most looking forward to see tonight?
I think I'm excited to see What Is This Feeling, like that number.
That's an underrated song. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that song. I love that song. Do you have a favorite song that you like to sing or dance to?
Yeah.
What's the song?
Elphaba and Glinda.
She likes the Elphaba. Glinda. Elphaba.
Glinda, I'm a witch and I'm a witch.
Do you have a song you're most excited to see?
Dancing Through Life.
But we're here celebrating my birthday. My daughter got the tickets.
Oh, that's a great
Happy
gift.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, so you say you've seen this show before. What is your favorite part? Do you have a favorite song?
Oh, no. I just enjoy the whole show. I really
Defying
do.
Gravity is my favorite.
Yeah. Are you just saying that because you're dressed like Elphaba?
Yeah.
You have to stay true.
Yeah. And we're doing a backstage tour after too, so that should be fun. Yeah.
So cool.
Before we let you go to your seats, is there anything you want to say to Glinda before the show?
Elphaba, Glinda, Iris and Maya with the houses.
Can you do a toss?
Yeah, let's see your toss.
Oh, wow. Great job.
One more time. Let's see it.
Toss.
Leg.
Yeah.
Yurek. Yay!
Wicked the Musical is dancing through Shays Buffalo now until November 30th. All the information can be found on our website, WIVB.com.
And be sure to check out other episodes of Buffalo Beyond the Box Office right here on WIVB+. We're going to head in and watch the show. See you next time.